What is going on, guys? This is Remdog speaking with Level 1, and I wanted to talk a little bit about a new game, new but not so new, being that it's in beta. But if you ever played one of those party games like Fall Guys, then you'd recognize this pretty quickly. You're basically facing a bunch of different people online, or supremacy, trying to get to #1 or the top of the charts. But while you win something in Fall Guys, which is a crown that is its own currency that you could use, you don't necessarily win that this game, Blankos. You gain points that up until a few months ago didn't really mean anything until they introduced something new. So before that it didn't mean anything, but that's not what's the biggest draw for this game. Blankos Block Party lets you customize your character with accessories that can be purchased within a store. You can purchase entire characters, or Blankos figures as they like to call it, in their marketplace that they have for the game. They have either the shop or the marketplace, which I'll get into in just a bit. So with everything that I just told you, I think the thing that I left out that is the most shocking is not only that you can earn points in the game, you could technically earn a lot of money either playing the game or by collecting or buying the Blankos character figures from the game store. And this I'll explain in just a second. So one of the things you'll notice when browsing the Mythical Marketplace is actually that there are two sections. The shop that lets you purchase from Mythical or Blankos directly, and then the marketplace, which is the secondary market that they have where people are able to list their Blankos for whatever they deem is worth the amount that is. The Blankos figures, if it's bought in the shop or even bought in the marketplace, can be boxed, or you can have Blankos figures that are unboxed, which means basically that they were used in game, so you had to unbox it in the game to use it, and that's like the only way that you're able to do that versus just keeping it boxed, which is mint and sort of like a collectible item. Think of it like Fall Guys meets Funko Pops, really, having that collectible aspect of Funko Pops. This is more aligned with that. And think of the secondary marketplace almost like an eBay or an auction house in other video games. People have their set prices for what they think it's worth, and obviously having something boxed could mean potentially that something is worth money than it is unboxed. But the difference is that you could actually level up the character and mash them up with different characters to give you a pretty unique or customized look, and sometimes that's just worth a lot to some people. Mythical has done a great job of making items they sell very limited with this unique box system that you can unbox or keep boxed, partnering with some really great artists and toy creators out there, which they keep doing partnerships all the time. And then, oh yeah, making the actual items that you get in the marketplace NFTs. Yeah, I said that right. Probably important to mention before, but all the items that you're getting on the shop and the marketplace are actually NFTs. So these NFTs live within the ecosystem to collect and use within the game, or just to have them in your sort of storefront. The true value comes within the quantity of how many were minted or circulating with a number attached to them. So whenever they were minted, so basically you trying to buy one has a set number of which then gets put as the mint number. The people that were the quickest or the soonest to buy something, those numbers are the lowest. Those are deemed by the community as the most valuable. Up until now, you were able to just use the marketplace to sort of buy and sell the Blankos figures, which is awesome on its own. Recently, crazy enough, there was an update that was able to migrate it onto the Ethereum network. Something that was speculated for a good while and didn't know when that would happen, and it happened much sooner than I thought. But it allows your Blankos figures to be put on the Ethereum blockchain, allowing it to be on third-party marketplaces, things like OpenSea, to be able to be sold in the mass. This is huge for a type of game like this. Now, Mythical in itself is sort of deeming itself like a next generation game developer. I feel like they've sort of even teased their next project, which might have to do with something with cars, so customizations. Maybe think Forza or something, but in a way that you can have your items as NFTs or in the metaverse type sense, since Blankos could be considered a metaverse type game. But this kind of thing where you have your items as NFTs and being able to migrate them onto the Ethereum blockchain, and they have their own blockchain while still playing a game, sets a huge impact for this game and for other games trying to get into the space alike. Now, there are a few hurdles that they're going to need to overcome being on the third-party marketplaces, since there's a lot of muddy water in that area to begin with. But it's a great step and something they've already making strides in. So here's a pro tip that I want to throw at you guys. If you have any interest in Blankos, getting into it, or interested in how to actually make money in this game. Now, when Blankos is ready to drop a new Blankos figure in the shop, what you're going to want to do is set yourself ready to be able to purchase that item. Obviously, have yourself a good connection. What you're doing is watching the timer for whenever that day is that it drops and the hour per the minute, and definitely be able to try to mint it as fast as possible. And then within the first couple of hours, try to actually see if you get yourself a really low digit Blanko figure in that collection, and try to put it up in the store for a sale, obviously above from what you bought it for a little bit of a flip. From there, you could obviously purchase another one if you're really into the item. It depends on the scenario, but the lower the number, the more you can see profitability, since there are other people looking to have the Blanko in the same collection but in a very low number. What you could also do is do a bit of scouting in the marketplace as they're being minted to see if you could catch yourself a little snipe on a low digit number of the collection, to then maybe be able to flip that again if you could see it in a low enough price and actually take advantage of getting it. The other method, which is actually more prominent in the last couple of months, is being able to play the game itself. Now, whether you're using a Blankos figure that was an NFT that you unboxed and then level them up, which has its own value in itself, or you want to mash that one up with another one to make a unique character, both are possibilities that you'll be able to maybe profit off of, depending on the right person that sees it. Also, the fact that they have a thing called a party pass. Think Fortnite and Battle Pass, just in a party game. So even Fall Guys has the same kind of pass. Lets you level up through, a series of different events, XPs, completing certain tasks, gives you a probability of having more XP during set matches that gives you more points towards your party pass. And the party pass track actually has NFTs, which will be minted with a specific number once you get to that point of the track, and then you can turn around and sell those as well. If not, you could actually also buy those items if you don't think you can get through the track on your own and you want to take a piece of the action with you. Now, I will give you tips on how to actually try to make money on the OpenSea platform or any third-party like Ethereum network platform, but the issue that we're facing right now is that gas prices can sometimes be really high. If you're trying to factor that in, a Blankos that costs you anywhere between $25 to $100 or less, with gas fees sometimes being up to $50 to $100, so that you're equaling the amount of which you pay for a Blankos with the gas fee. That's not equated into when you list it onto OpenSea, then there's little benefit there. So until we start to see really like the prices start to get higher, or gas starts to get better, or you find opportunity to do so, that's when I would see that there's obviously opportunity to make money off of that. And definitely let me know if you've seen good opportunity with certain figures to do so. But even the way they have it listed on OpenSea, that it's all like in one page, and then the floor price is for the entire collection, it gets a little weird and it doesn't give the best representation for the Blankos figures. So until that maybe gets cleaned up a little bit, I wouldn't recommend it myself. In my personal opinion, Blankos looks like it's going in the right direction with everything that it's doing. The only thing that I would say is that the games within themselves could be a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more fun. Hopefully they add more. They have better physics, better graphics over time, and that they support more platforms, since this is only on the PC as of right now. Would love to see this on other places, even consoles, although that opens the question of how you actually buy these things. But they have their own in-game currency, so you could play this as a game. It just so happens that the items that you are actually getting as Blankos figures happen to be NFTs. Interestingly enough, you can be you don't even have to be a player of the game. You could just be a collector, as you would be a collector of NFTs. Have an account and just collect Blankos, collect them, sell them, do whatever with them. But I think that it's just an interesting place that you have like a consumer side, you have a gaming side, and it's sort of meeting somewhere in the middle, where then everybody could profit. Why not own the items that you purchase outright and those are yours? Or and if you wanted to sell them, you sell them because you bought them. So loving the concept, thinking this has great opportunity. Would definitely love to give more tips on this game, but definitely let me know if you want to see me go through some of the party games, best ways of how to beat them, or score really high on them, in-depth views of the party pass, and anything else. Put those as comments below so that I could see it and then I would know. Like, subscribe to the page, and I'll check you guys on the next one. This is Remdoggo Level 1. Catch you guys later.